It's a good time to bring in our meteorologist, Steve Pearson. Steve, I know you've been looking at the coast. That is not, there's not smoke or smog behind you there. That's still the marine layer. Fog's still rolling in on Seaside.
That's correct, Travis. That's Mother Nature's air conditioner, as we call it.
We need it.
Yeah, this is a great reason why we live in the Pacific Northwest. I'm born and raised here. I can tell you when I was a kid, this is where you go, and as an adult, that's where you go as well. There are lots of people going down to the beach today because the fog and morning fog and low clouds, yeah, they've hung on the coast pretty long up in Seaside. They had lots of sunshine yesterday. Now, where there is lots of sunshine is back here in the valley. We're warming up nicely now. Riverview Community Bank camera in Vancouver showing 80 degrees, just a light southwest wind. And back here in Portland, you see the high clouds, a little bit of haze and smog in the atmosphere. That's going to play into a factor into the account about our temperatures and how high we're going to get today. 82 degrees right now. Relative humidity 47%. The wind is calm, and we're headed for the 90s this afternoon. Here's a look at current temperatures across the region now. There's that 82 in Portland, 84 in Salem, 82 Eugene. And there's that cool weather out there along the coast, even though I'm not sure why we have those suns there, but that's an automated feature. I can fix that. Hey, we do have fog and low clouds out there, but we will get afternoon sunshine on there as well. And it's going to take a little while there, but look at this, 95 at the Dalles now, Pendleton 97, LeGrand and Baker City. Both bright sunshine, temperatures up into the 90s. Headed for triple digits on the east side of the Cascades and locally as well. Now, here's a little subtle difference I wanted to point out. We're running about 5 degrees below normal, or below where we were this time yesterday in Portland. 6 degrees Vancouver, similar down there in Salem. That's going to play into account today. I'll show you here in just a second. It's hard to see on the visible satellite photo, but we had a disturbance move up over the Pacific Northwest this morning associated with some monsoonal moisture from down in the desert southwest. And that has essentially capped the atmosphere a little bit, and we'll talk more about that in just a second here. Heat advisory and an air stagnation advisory over the top of one another here in the valley, as well as the northern end of the valley, an excessive heat warning now through Saturday at 11 p.m. And that includes northeast Oregon and central Oregon, as well as all of eastern Washington. So our heat wave headlines, we'll call it another 4 to 5 days of heat yet to go. Temperatures between 95 and 100 in Portland, all the way through the weekend, and overnight temperatures, that's also going to be a factor here, pushing 70 degrees in Portland for overnight lows in the city the next few nights. There's that day planner showing up into the 80s where we're at now, pushing into the 90s, but we may end up just a hair below 100 today. Also keeping an eye on the smoke from the big fire down in Central California. That continues to spread north and will affect our weather over the next couple of days. You'll see that hazy smoke. That's way up in the upper levels of the atmosphere. That's why our current air quality is still fairly good up and down the I-5 corridor. Looks like Medford now is reporting moderate, but those usually decrease, those values, as we move into the afternoon hours. Here, Futurecast, I want to play this out as well. I notice that models now are really hugging that fog and low clouds again tomorrow morning against the coast, and they actually bring it up the Columbia River up to about Kelso Longview. That's indicative of a little bit of a marine influence in the weather tomorrow. Again, that may keep our temperatures down just below 100, but then lots of sunshine throughout the daytime tomorrow as well. This big ridge of high pressure, I'm just going to let this roll. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It starts to flatten out a little bit on Saturday and Sunday, and then finally on Monday, we get a little dip in the jet stream, trough of low pressure, and that allows just enough marine air to push into the area coming up on Monday, and that will break our heat wave after Sunday. And this also is interesting. Virtually no wind as I roll this all the way through Friday and into Saturday. So a very stagnant, hot air pattern. Okay, hot and hazy. I've trimmed the highs down now today to 98. But then once we get rid of that haze over the next 2 days, both of these days are going to be real close to 100 or just right at 100. And then Saturday, Sunday, more clearing, but cooling. Notice those temperatures dropping down as we get into Sunday and Monday. I think by the time we get to Monday, Travis, we're down into the mid-80s. We get a good marine push of air. And look at that, 80 on Tuesday will feel absolutely amazing compared to the hundreds recently.
Yeah, I feel like you're taking a dip in the pool, 80s on Tuesday, compared to what we're feeling today. So yeah, that'll be nice.
It will be very nice indeed.
Yeah. So be safe out there right now as those temperatures do continue to stay hot.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.